what's up, North County? Welcome to the Morning Brew, and we are Wednesday, August 19th. It's unbelievable that we're already in the middle of the week, and I think probably the middle of the month, right? And we got Terry Banish here, City of Atascadero, to talk to us about what's happening there in Atascadero. Terry, thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
So we're excited about stuff. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Don't forget to go to whatsupnorthcounty.com, join the posse, and more importantly, we are still on our PBR tour that's going to be happening tonight at Calco's Brewing in Paso Robles tonight and tomorrow, and then we move on to Barrel House on Sunday and Monday for the final of the tour. So that's your way to win a VIP ticket, actually a VIP table for 8 at the PBR August 29th. So we're pretty excited about that. That's been a challenge and a rough. I don't know how artists do this. You know, they travel all over the world,
yeah.
in the country, night after night after night.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Think about people like George Strait and you know, all these artists are they're not young.
Yeah, no, it is brutal.
It is brutal. It's crazy, and they're doing it every single night. But of course, they have a bunch of other people that are their production.
Oh, totally.
They just have to walk.
They get to sleep. Trust me.
Right? Yeah, they just get to get out of the bus, head to the stage, and perform.
And do their thing.
So, Eric, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. How you doing?
Good. So, we're excited. We're excited about everything that's happening here in the North County. The school just started.
Yeah.
So that's got to be, that's kind of like your guys' start there in Atascadero, probably, huh?
Yeah, I mean, we're still, throwing down some of these events a lot, so we're keeping people going, even though they're going back to school. So a lot of things to look forward to, which is cool.
So, Terry, you come from the East Coast, correct?
Yes.
So how much different from the East Coast to the West Coast is there? Like, as far as in terms of people, in terms of, I mean, I know the temperature and the humidity, is much, much different.
A little different,
But, because I know you go back and forth.
Yeah, I go back and forth a lot. I'm headed there in October to Florida, and so that's my East Coast. I mean, we have a lot of East Coasters that go down to Florida, so. But I mean, it's the same with school going back in, and it's brutally hot, as far as temperature goes, and they have hurricanes on top of it. Well, so do we now because we have El Nino, but
right.
It's you're wanting to dress like fall, but you're not quite in fall yet, like those type of things with the school part of life and students and stuff like that. So, but I've lived here longer than there. I was there 18 years. I've been here, whatever the balance is of that. So. But
the people difference?
Yeah,
pretty different?
I mean, people are pretty much the same, very genuine people, small town is where I'm from, smaller than here. Just, very caring and making sure everybody, is taken care of. And yeah, they're really, at the end of the day, the biggest difference is all the retirees. You have a lot of retirees in Florida. And so finding your local folks is a little different than, let's say, here. So,
Eric, have you ever been to Florida?
Yeah.
And what's your take on Florida versus like where we live here in California?
Where I was at, it was just a lot of water. I was at kind of like a really nice house, so my take was awesome.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Florida's awesome.
Yeah, Florida was pretty badass.
It's flat.
Yeah.
So when you land, no mountains.
Yep.
Really?
So yeah, you got to kind of get used to that part. But overall, I mean, the local vibe and everything is very similar to our North County. Very similar.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Did you hear about the Python boots shop down in San Luis that got busted for like 80 pairs of Python boots?
Yes, I heard about that. I did hear about that. And I thought, well, okay. It's what it is. I mean, we have just saying. So Rip with Yellowstone, with the Dutton Ranch, Rip lives in my hometown.
Oh, no kidding.
So you'll see. You don't
So
even
do
know
you
it's
see
him. I haven't seen him because I'm not there enough. But it's so I can see Python boots coming from Florida. It's
you know what's funny about that guy is that guy. I mean, you've seen him on TV shows, and then when you go to the Yellowstone series, it's like complete different from his normal character.
Oh yeah, like even there, you would never know that's him. you just wouldn't.
He has
put
red
that
hair.
Together. Yeah.
He has like
he's
red
got
hair. He
red
doesn't even have black hair. So
Yeah.
yeah.
It's interesting. Anyway, not to digress, but
Oh, no,
we're
no,
talking Florida.
Yeah,
So-
but I mean, we even look at like people here. We have celebrities that come to the North County all the time.
Yeah, we do. A lot
And
of them.
I don't know if I would, unless it's like really a specific face. I
Yeah.
don't think I would ever like notice them if I'm at Blast and Brew or something like
Yeah.
that, and somebody's just sitting over there, unless somebody's like, hey, somebody's over there.
Yeah, I mean, they, and you don't want to do that to them. You want to treat them like everybody. They want to be treated like all of us.
Because I know you wear a
So-
lot of hats in Atascadero.
Yeah.
Do you ever get like the celebrities sightings of like people coming to town?
When we had Neil Young with the Carlton, and you would know that he's there because he parks his, car out in front, and he has a specific old classic car. And the whole, vibe around that has been pretty cool to see.
'Cause
But
Neil Young lives here, or has a
Yeah.
ranch in Paso, I believe.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then Daryl Hannah, when they closed down the Carlton for their wedding and the whole, getting married out Santa Margarita, it was cool to see that. Kind
So-
of brought a different vibe to Atascadero.
So the Carlton is now a year new with a new owner, right? It's
yeah,
like
about a year, might be a little bit longer, might be more closer to 2 years, but they just remodeled the whole thing inside on the ground floor. It looks beautiful, and added new rooms on the ground floor, and brought it to, it's a tribute hotel for Marriott, so it's one of the 4 or 5 star hotels. So it definitely shows it, all the remodeling that they did. And then they're going to open up the Mabel Lounge. They've opened up the Mabel Lounge for the restaurant side of it, and that right now is getting off the ground. So we're excited about that.
So the
It's gonna
restaurant
be a
isn't
big
open yet?
change. It's open for, I think, like drinks, like happy hour type of thing. And I know they do some food. So, but they're growing into that as they go, because with the Marriott Tribute, you have to have a restaurant in your hotel. It's one of the requirements.
So do you ever get out of Atascadero and go to say like you have a favorite in Templeton or Paso, or I mean, just,
I do.
So that way people don't
I
recognize
can't give you
you?
all my secrets. No, there's a lot of favorites I have in Paso. I mean, I'll stop there so I don't get myself in trouble. But I mean, my kid went to Paso High School, and she's Paso School District all the way. So we're Crimson versus, Orange and Gray. So yeah, I got my places.
And I think
So-
Atascadero now, I read that they're doing the Orange and Gray Friday nights
Yes,
now
we
again.
are. That's this.
Oh, do you have that on
Yeah,
there?
I do.
Oh. Yeah,
So-
I just saw that. So they did that
Yeah.
last year, I think, for the first
Yes,
time.
we
to where
did.
You
We
wear
did that.
Orange and Gray to restaurants, and
Yep.
you get discounts
Yep.
and stuff
And
like
so
that.
Right now, so this kicks off tomorrow night, because tomorrow night's the first home game, being Thursday night, because the cruise night is Friday night.
Okay.
So Atascadero High School, Nikki, the principal there, she made sure that they changed it and moved it up. So it's a home game. It's versus Delano. I always say that wrong. And so the Orange and Gray Fridays will kick off Thursday, but then the rest are on Fridays. And there's specific home game dates. That's when it's good for. You wear your orange and gray, you go into participating restaurants, and you get 10% off food, and in some cases 10% off your beer and wine purchases, which is kind of fun. So just kind of it's a win-win for everybody. Get out and go to dinner either before or after a game, or come in for lunch. I mean, wear your orange and gray type of thing. So we have A-Town Diner, Barley and Boar, Cielo Italian Restaurant, Guest House Grill, Streetside Ale House, Colony Sandwich Company, Wildfields Brew House, Mabel Lounge at the Carlton. And then we have folks that are adding on. So we'll update flyers as we go and update our website as well. So
That's
it's
cool.
a full month program through October. So yeah, we're excited about that. It kind of, I'm very happy that they could change up the game, because we want everyone in town to come to the cruise.
Right.
So it's just tradition. And so that was really a win-win for everybody to make that happen. It was a big lift for the high school, and I so appreciate what they did to do that.
Do you ever get out to the games?
I do.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to be at the hometown games. So
I always
love
judge-
the Bearcats and the Greyhounds. That's what the
Well,
best
they get to
game.
play. They're playing each other this
Yes,
year too.
they are, I
So
know.
actually, I believe all North County teams are have a game night.
October 16th,
That's going to be great.
and it'll be in Atascadero.
So it's
So
Atascadero, and they got the parking lot done, which last year
yes, That's why Orange and Gray Friday started. Just to give the background, we've always wanted to do a downtown promotion. And because the parking lot was the way it was, and the downtown had just finished with the El Camino Real enhancement project, people could park downtown, and then they can walk over to the game, and then you don't have to worry about the parking over there. So same still applies. Don't forget that you can park, and you can walk underneath the high school tunnel right there and go to the game. And it's an easy walk, and it's safe. And so, that was the reason why this kind of came to be.
Really?
So yeah, it kind of gives you an option. Go park, go dine at your local, eateries, or, go to your drink establishments, have a drink before the game or whatever after the game, and make it a night out of it. So yeah.
It'd be interesting if somebody started a shuttle service from downtown to the field on Friday nights.
In my retirement job, I'll start a shuttle service from the airport to Atascadero.
From the airport.
To North County.
Right.
We don't really have a whole lot going on there, but that'll all change, I'm sure, by the time that happens.
But now that school starts, everything is kind of like in full swing.
Yeah, full swing. Just this week with the game, and then we have, of course, we roll in to cruise night. Pun is intended on that. And the cruise is going to be exciting. So we have 200 cruisers out there, and classic cars, exotic cars. We were very specific on the cars that we have for the cruise because we took it from 350 cruisers to 200. So we kind of pulled that number down.
Now, why is that?
Just the sheer volume of cars and not being able to, cruise, because they would get really hung up in downtown, which has always been a thing because you have a lot of people downtown watching the cruise. But to the point where cars were overheating and stuff last year, it just didn't work.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
So that's the reason for looking at the route and making a change. You also have a major highway 41 that you're closing on the old route. On the new route, we're not closing highway 41. So it's from 41 up to San Jacinto, right past Stagecoach Liquor to the north. So we go Morro Road up to San Jacinto. So past the Rosario on-ramp, right there, goes right up past Stagecoach Liquor, right where Gather Marketplace is, and H&R Block.
Okay.
So it's up to that point.
And then they turn around right there at the end?
They turn around right there, and then they go back down. So we'll start off of, we'll be loading in off Traffic Way in Olmeda, and then they'll come all the way down West Mall to El Camino Real, make a right, and go down and around. So that's the new route.
And you have to have a ticket, or you have to be registered?
You have to have pass,
You have to be registered.
Cruisers, at this point, we are sold out of cruise passes. So everybody who has their cruise pass at this point, they're the ones in for the cruise, and they have to display that on their dashboard in order to be cruising. And at any point that they overheat, they can pull off the route. There's a lot of different options to pulling off the route to cool down and then coming back in on Traffic Way area of Olmeda. So,
awesome.
And it's pretty documented out there. We have visit Atascadero.com under events for Cruisin Weekend has the route map. It has, all of the frequently asked questions. All of that stuff is there for folks to take a look at if they're questioning. And then all of the chain of events that happen. So after cruise night, then we go into the next day, Saturday, with Mid-State Cruizers Car Show. And that's from 10 to 3 out at Atascadero Lake Park. And then we have Dancing in the Streets from 5 to 10 on Saturday night. So, and all these things are free for the community to come out and enjoy. So,
that's
yeah.
awesome. For the car show, is that all registered, all locked in tight?
Yeah, that's
too
pretty
now?
locked in. I'm not sure where they're at with closing that off or being sold out. But typically at this point, they probably have over 200 cars at Atascadero Lake Park, and it's going to probably be close to being closed out. Because I know that Mid-State Cruisers hit like a 230, 250 number, and that park can't handle any more than that. There's only so much space for it. So
they're going to be parked out on the grass out there at the Atascadero Lake Park.
Yep, you got it.
And of course, the zoo is going to be open.
Yep, the zoo will be open, Central Coast Zoo. So make a whole day out of it. Come check out these beautiful cars, the interiors, exteriors of them, all the work that goes into that. It's amazing. It's a talent right there with all that hard work and money. And then we have Central Coast Zoo will be open, and come see our red ruff lemur and our new lemur habitat, and come check out the zoo. There's a lot happening there.
How are the spider monkeys adjusting? Because I know last year there was what, five?
Yeah.
5 new spider monkeys that came in.
Yeah.
With the old timer that's been there.
Izzy.
What's his name?
Izzy.
Izzy?
Yeah.
So Izzy'd been there by himself for years, right?
Yeah, he's 40-something years old. Like, he's been there a long time. Like, pretty much the
He's
whole
been there
time.
longer than you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, longer than a lot of us, actually.
Right?
Yeah.
40 years old. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. But they're fun to watch, as you know. It's like you can just, if you're having a bad day, go to the zoo and check out the spider monkeys because they'll make your, like, all those things go away for a minute.
Is there any plans to like expand that area? Because I mean, I assume once they get bigger, won't like
yeah, I mean,
become a little bit more
their
confined?
habitat's pretty sizable for them. They get a lot of acrobatic workout and all that kind of thing. We've also opened up the back area for them, so we have expanded their habitat as well. And yeah, I mean, they're a part of the whole, like, Madagascar, South America area. Like, they're in that whole, like, we have different, biodiverse hotspots that we identify in the zoo, and they're part of that. So yeah, Madagascar will be one that we will work to expand.
And I know we spoke with Eric over there at the Atascadero Chamber, and he's very versed on the Central Coast Zoo, by the way.
Yeah, good.
So he knows a lot of knowledge over there, and
He's pretty knowledgeable.
He was filling us in a little bit on the expanded tiger idea and concept with the walkover.
Yeah.
Over into the other pen.
Yeah, we're getting ready to really talk more about that. So we have a whole plan for a capital campaign that we're going to be launching and talking through on how the tiger habitat will expand and what all that means. So more to come on that. That's like a session with Dr. Cynthia by herself with you.
Right.
Because there's a lot there, and we're not quite ready to talk about all of it, but the plans are there, and
Awesome.
we're planning to expand and do all those things, yes.
Well,
it is
cool.
an exciting time for the zoo, for sure, and we've made so many just improvements throughout. We have the California floristic area that we're working on to launch that, and we have a new, very popular species that we're going to be, kind of broadcasting out there soon. So
No pythons, though.
no pythons.
No pythons.
No
Good.
pythons.
We don't
Can't
need
do
them over here in
pythons.
California, especially they're.
Oh, geez, no.
Yeah, we can't have boots out of them
No.
as well.
No.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well, let's take a break real quick,
Okay.
and we will be back to the morning brew.
Serving the North County for all your automotive needs. There, filters, oil filters, batteries, and more. Airflow is the store, located at 1140 Ramada Drive in Paso Robles. If you pass the railroad tracks, you've gone too far.
When you look at your concrete, do you see what it is or what it could be? This is Matt Gifford at MGP Coatings. We don't just cover concrete, we reimagine it. Stronger, cleaner, brighter, and built to last. From garages to commercial spaces, we turn ordinary slabs into stunning, durable surfaces that make every day feel brand new. Give us a call at 805-952-5301. Check out our new website, mgpcoatings.solutions, or check any of our social medias. MGP Coatings, Concrete Reimagined.
Hey, welcome back to the Morning Brew, guys. We are Wednesday morning, August 19th, and make sure you guys follow us like us, subscribe to us, and go check out whatsupnorthcounty.com. Join the Posse mailing list, and don't forget, we are still on that PBR Central Coast Mechanical Bull Tour. We are hitting 4 more stops between now and Monday. We go over to Cal Coast Brewing tonight and tomorrow night, and Sunday and Monday we will be at Barrel House, and Barrel House is having music as well from 2 to 5 beforehand. Come on out. You guys can potentially win your way into the PBR and have that table of 8. Actually, it's 9, including yourself, at the PBR. And the new artist, we got Steven Stiles going to be kicking it off there. So Steven Stiles is a local country guy, and he has a huge following, great music. So have you ever heard Steven Stiles?
Yeah.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
Just, that's like that old outlaw, raspy,
Yeah.
country rock and maybe even bluegrass.
Yeah. Yeah.
That just kind of
Got that voice.
merged together.
Yeah, I like that. Morgan Wallen, right?
Yeah, Morgan
Yeah.
Wallen.
I mean, that voice is like, yeah. Same.
There's a lot of those.
Yeah.
But still, so Terry, if you think back, old school country, who's your favorite artist from the old days?
Old school country?
Old school country.
I wasn't a country girl.
You're not a country girl?
You
live in the North County.
Not when I grew up. Not young country, no.
Don't tell me rap.
She was into gangster rap.
Rock and
Definitely
roll.
into gangster rap.
80s. I'm an 80s baby.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm like,
She's like Flock of
B-52s,
Seagulls.
Devo,
Devo.
Devo.
Yeah.
Gosh, that's
Like
a
we
blast
were
from the
early.
past.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little old, but it's all good.
Did you ever get into Milli Vanilli?
No, not even. No, we were more like, we were 80s kids, early 80s. So you're talking like Van Halen and Heart and REO Speedwagon. And like I grew up with all of that, Doobie Brothers, like, Jay Giles Band. I mean, we had, old time rock and roll, Rolling Stones. I mean, yeah.
And they're still, some of them are still
I
playing.
know, it's awesome.
With original
Even Devo.
band members. Devo's still playing?
Yeah, I saw Devo at Bean Robles like a couple years ago.
No
Yeah,
kidding.
And then B-52s at the Mid-State Fair. That was awesome. Like, yeah, it's just kind of fun to be able to, kind of go back in time like that.
You guys don't have like a venue that you could have big concerts like that, huh?
Not really. No. I mean, we've talked about all kinds of different ideas, but nothing that, we can really pull off the right way. Stadium Park. I mean, we've thought of everything, all of the different areas.
Stadium
but
Park, that would be a good, because
that
that
would
would
be
kind
the
of bring
one.
back the old way it used to
Yeah.
be, because they used to have concerts and stuff in there, right?
Yeah, they did way back. So, but it's not, you just can't, liability-wise, we can't do it. The bandstand's awesome. I mean, Atascadero Lake Park is great, but it's not a venue for a big band. We've talked social distortion. We've talked all kinds of different ideas. We're, trying to, be creative in what we're doing, but it's just not. I mean, we have Andres even with, Atascadero Fall Festival and Fuego events that he's like, well, what about this and what about that? And, just trying to get the ideas going, but maybe Santa Margarita Ranch, and you're talking Pozo.
Yeah, Santa Margarita Ranch would be probably a good spot.
Yeah, I don't know how open they are to that either, but anyway, it's one of those things where it's always about property and venue and what you have. So,
Because you guys, I mean, I know we'll get off subject a little bit, but because I always want to know what's happening in Atascadero and like what's coming.
Yeah, exactly.
What's on the forefront of and Lorelai comes in and
oh, I know.
she spills the beans. And
She
she's like, I
does.
don't know if I should say that, but
Yeah. It's okay.
But what do we have on the forefront coming to Atascadero?
We have Beach and Biscuits that's getting ready to come in, and that's been a long-awaited thing to have them open up, and they're very successful in Pismo. So having them up here is going to be exciting.
And now where's that going to go?
That's on the corner of Traffic Way and El Camino Real, right across from Colony Sandwich Company.
Oh, where
right
Flum's
there.
Muffler used to be.
Yes, exactly. Just opened, Anna and Company just moved down to Del Rio Marketplace, and next to that is Central Coast Distillery. Eric Olson, Anna Olson opened up down there next to Valley Fresh Market, and they're doing really well. And so there's other plans and other things in the works for that location. But right now there's a lot of moving pieces and things, happening. I don't have any kind of new
Nothing. I mean, the
juicy
biggest talk is the
information.
Kmart shopping center.
Kmart
That's
shopping
always...
center, and I'm not sure that's a Lorelei question. I haven't kept track of kind of where things are with that. But I know that's like a work in progress as well. Same with over next to the Colony Theater and the whole Wild Fields in that area. There's, that's an area that obviously is good to look at for development. So, yeah, so it's just, there's things
then you
out
have
there.
you have the Del Rio across the way.
Yeah, Barrel Creek.
That's also the next project,
Yep,
right?
that's the next project. So Barrel Creek's a big deal. It'd be very similar to Tin City, if you were to kind of think about it like that. A lot of what we call placemaking, where you make place really cool for people to come and visit and enjoy, like Tin City. So
Did the residents around that area have any pushback, or were they all open to the concept and the idea of it
so
coming
far
in?
it's pretty well received. We haven't really gotten into all of that. Right now, the biggest focus for us is the general plan for 2045, and the general plan talks about Barrel Creek. It talks about the whole entire city of Atascadero. So right now, like every council meeting, there's things going on with the general plan. So that's something to always tune into, especially if you live in Atascadero. You're going to want to attend your council meetings and look at the agendas and stuff that are out there. So yeah, there is a lot happening. So.
Well, it seems like just in the North County alone, there's a lot of moving parts.
Yeah. Definitely.
Everybody's doing something, and it doesn't seem like Atascadero and Paso really competes. Templeton's kind of a stepchild to both cities because they kind of part of Paso, part of Atascadero. So
we complement each other nicely, which is nice to have. When you're looking at your twin cities, so to speak. But,
right.
I think that both this whole North County complements each other nicely, and always has been. So, yeah.
So when you guys get out there and you start putting things on the schedule for, say, next year, 2026, do you guys have some sort of collaboration with Paso in order to not overlap, or at least try to, as best as you guys can, and vice versa, to where there's not a lot of big events overlapping, Atascadero and Paso?
In the event world, for sure, because there's only so many weekends in a year, right? So it's really making sure that we're not stepping over things. Like when we're talking about the rodeo, and then you're talking about like Brew at the Zoo, they don't really compete with each other. So some people might want to do both, but usually they don't typically compete. So you're looking at everything. You're looking at what your demographics are with the different events that you have, where you're pulling from. Is school in? Is it daylight savings still, and we're lighter later type of thing. We're always looking at everything and making sure that we're coordinating with schedules, especially. So I've learned from the best, being Norma Moy, that if I do an event and I move it, I better check in with Paso Robles Main Street. So I've done a lot of that through my years. And now that I don't have Norma, I have Jeffrey. So I do check in with Jeffrey, make sure, hey, if we, Tamale Festival is a perfect example. It's like next year is April 30th and May 1st, because if I hit the next weekend, it's Mother's Day weekend, which is Lavender Festival, olive oil, lavender, all that. So I have to stay in my lane with events as well, because I can't overstep. But it's interesting.
How do you guys manage those? Like, you're
it's
like,
hard.
Hey, which one do we get? Let's roll the dice. Which weekend do you get?
Yeah, it thankfully we're not usually changing a whole lot of things. But like because of El Nino, right? In 2023, January, we had to move to Tamale Festival because it was that bad rainstorm that came in and all that. We are always rained out for Tamale Festival in January. So, and we did it on purpose because it's an early time of year for people to come and stay and visit our area, and that's why we did it. It's a slower time of year. People aren't out and about staying at hotels and stuff like that. So, but when it kept raining out, we moved it to the first weekend in May. Well, then that impacted Brew at the Zoo. That was the end of April, because you have events back to back like that. So we moved that event into September, so then we could pull them apart. But even still, even in our own event world, then you have Cruisin Weekend that backs up against Brew at the Zoo. So it's never a perfect thing. And you end up every weekend we have something ourselves, like we have concerts. our concert series is purposely planned with all of the cities in our county. So we're Saturday night, Paso I think's Thursday night, and you have Friday. Everybody has a different night, so everyone can enjoy the different concerts going on around the county. Folks don't think that's how tight we are with planning, but we are, because we don't want to overstep each other.
Yeah.
And it gives everybody an opportunity to get out there and enjoy. And I think that's important. That's the whole reason why we do it. So we want to maximize that the best we can.
Awesome.
But yeah, there's no science.
Well, let's take another break real
Okay.
quick, Terry, and we will be right back to the Morning Brew.
Airflow Filter Service serving the North County for all your automotive needs. Air filters, oil filters, batteries, and more. Airflow is the store located at 1140 Ramada Drive in Paso Robles. If you pass the railroad tracks, you've gone too far.
When it comes to comfort, trust the team that's been keeping the North County homes cozy since 1995. At Templeton Heating and Air Conditioning, they're your hometown pros right here in Templeton. From tune-ups to repairs, remodels to new construction, even duct replacements and attic ventilation, they got you covered. Call your neighbors at 805-434-3741. Templeton Heating and Air Conditioning. Local, trusted, dependable. Hey, welcome back to the Morning Brew, guys. We are Wednesday, August 19th, and again, don't forget to like and subscribe. And guys, get out to Cal Coast Brewing tonight. We start the next stop on the PBR tour. $20 entry, free to come check it out. Win your way right into the PBR and that chance to win a table of 9 right there on the arena floor. You don't want to miss this. Paso Robles Event Center, August 29th. The Bulls haven't been here for more than 20 years, Terry.
Wow. Join the
know.
posse.
Yeah,
Right?
absolutely. Have you ever been on a bull?
Yeah.
Have you really?
Yeah, in Texas. What happens in Texas stays in Texas. Sales conference, yeah, back in my Six Flags.
You rode a
Magic
bull?
Mountain days, yeah.
Like a bucking bull?
No.
Oh.
A mechanical bull.
Oh.
Yeah, no, not a real bull. No.
Oh my gosh.
Not
I was
that
like,
cool.
wait a minute. Hold
No,
on.
no,
This is
no.
a whole different conversation piece.
Yeah, right? No, mechanical bull. It is a long time ago. We won't go there. We got to talk about Cruisin Weekend.
All right, we got Cruising Weekend coming up starting Friday night.
Yeah, Friday night.
is the cruise.
Friday, 6:30, downtown Atascadero. Get
Actually,
down
Terry,
there.
I'm going to start
Should
back.
go
We're
like
going to
this.
we're starting with Thursday night because Thursday night is Atascadero
Yeah.
football, and we
Yes.
got Orange and Gray
Orange
night,
and Gray
which you
Fridays.
guys, everybody has discounts at different restaurants,
You
and
got it.
wear your Orange and Gray,
Wear your orange
Wear
and
your
gray
orange
for
and gray.
sure. Yeah, it's
and
a
then
big
you
deal.
can walk on over to the game afterwards.
Yes, and
right through
have
the
great
tunnel.
parking, and then walk back and get more orange and gray, 10% off. You got A-Town Shop, Kula, Hawaiian Kitchen and Winery, Decades Lounge, also, and Maple Lounge. So they're doing your after party.
Okay, so
So-
then come back after the game.
Yeah. I mean,
After
they do
the win,
whole
hopefully.
Thing, but yeah,
Against
exactly.
Delano.
Go Hounds.
Right?
Yes.
And then we got cruise night.
Yep.
Cruising weekend starts Friday night there in
Friday night.
Atascadero. So what time does the cruise start?
It starts at 6:30. We have soft closure at 5, hard closure at 5:30. So you definitely want to be where you want to be before then or right after that happens, at least where your car is parked. So, and that'll take place between Highway 41, Morrow Road, up to San Jacinto to the north, right past Stagecoach Liquor.
Okay.
So-
And then Saturday night you have the car show in the park.
Yep, Saturday day, 10 to 3 at Atascadero Lake Park, and then Dancing in the Streets is Saturday night, and that's going to be a lot of fun. We have Steppin' Out Band performing at 5 o'clock at Historic City Hall. We'll have, after that, Cassie B Band out of San Diego. That'll be performing on our East Mall stage. And then we will be back at it with the 805 Movement and Performance Arts. They'll be coming out to dance in between sets. And then the second set at City Hall will be Molly Ringwald Project, and they will kick off at 8:30.
Wow.
Yeah, big deal. And then we have 90s Babies Band, and they'll kick off around 9 on the East Mall stage. And we have Slow Wipeout Band. So Wipeout was the best favorite at A-Town Get Down in June. They were voted the People's Choice Band.
Okay, that was that
So-
competition that
Yeah.
they were doing. Everybody had to
Yes.
text in and
Yes,
vote
exactly.
for their. Okay.
So they're going to perform on the East Mall stage in between sets, in between Cassie B Band and 90s Babies. So we're excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be bounce houses out there, food vendors. We'll have, different adult beverages out there. All of the proceeds for the adult beverages benefit the Central Coast Zoo Foundation, so we're excited about that. So it'll be a beautiful evening. It's 5 to 10 right there, Sunken Gardens in downtown Atascadero. And
So when you say dancing in the streets, like on El Camino, are you shutting down El
we're
Camino?
not shutting down El Camino, but
Okay.
we're dancing in the streets on
on the
East Mall and
Gotcha.
Palma and West Mall and everywhere and in between. And we won't let the sprinklers go off last year. Last year, the sprinklers didn't get turned off. Everyone loved it. It was like it's like a party.
You know what? I think I remember people showing videos of them
Yeah.
filming, and then all
It
of
was
a
a lot of
sudden
fun.
the sprinklers start going on. People grabbing because people were like
Yeah, their
picnicked
stuff.
around and stuff.
Yeah, it ended up being where everybody just started dancing and the sprinklers. It was hilarious. But we won't let
An
we won't
improv,
let that happen again.
Yeah, that's great.
So we made sure that they're turned off, which we usually do. That was like panic. It was like, oh my God, I got to turn off the sprinklers. These poor people.
You always got to have a hiccup in events.
No.
I mean, there's always hiccups. I mean,
We
if
try
you
not
have,
to.
I mean, it would be ideal to have completely, eventless evening.
True.
But
It's got
don't
to
have
be
anything to talk
memories,
about.
creating memories.
Right.
That's what we do.
right.
Yeah, but it'll be fun. And then next weekend we have our concert series, and that will be with Cinder's Band out at Atascadero Lake Park Bandstand on Saturday night. And then we also have our movies in the park at Colony Park, and we're showing Footloose, and that's on the 29th of August. So
So the
movies
old
are-
school Footloose or the new Footloose?
That's the new Footloose.
The newest one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we roll like that.
We're not going to go back to the Kevin Bacon era.
No. We're not doing old Footloose.
Although that
I'm
was,
pretty
I
sure
mean,
we're
that's
not.
iconic.
Yeah, no, that is
Kevin
iconic.
Bacon.
They might have thrown me a curveball with this, I don't know, but I believe it's the new Footloose. I'm pretty sure, knowing my team.
And how's that? Is it going to be a blow up or is it going to be a screen?
It's a blow-up screen, and it's out on Colony Park softball field, and
Okay.
be under the stars. And we'll have at 7 o'clock. They kind of start with different activities and games, get the energy out of the kids, so they're ready to sit down and watch, a movie. And we'll have like Paradise Shaved Ice will be out there with slinging different concessions and stuff like that for the kids. So it'll be a lot of fun.
And
then, of
that's
course,
free?
Yeah, that
That's
is
another
free.
free event.
Free to attend. Concerts free to attend. So, yeah, and because we are open container, you can bring, your open container, whatever, enjoy, especially concerts at the bandstand. And if not, you can buy from Wild Fields Lakeside, which is right there at the Paddle Boat Shack. So,
I always like that fact there in Atascadero that it's open container.
yes.
That means, walking,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it does.
You can just sit there and walk around with your beer
Yeah,
or your wine or a bottle of wine
bottle
or
of wine. Yeah.
ice chest, pulling an ice chest around with you.
Yeah, that's what makes cornhole tournament so much fun too, because it's very much like that. But that was in April. They did that a little earlier this year. But yeah,
Do you ever see that option being taken away?
not in the near future. No, it's something that's who we are, and we haven't really. It just depends, on maybe what's going on. But right now, I don't see that happening in the future.
Because
think it's
COVID
pretty
kind of
mellow.
opened that door a little bit
Yeah,
wider.
totally wider.
Because
yeah.
I don't think I knew. I mean, I grew up in Atascadero.
Yeah.
I had, it's like you're in the park and you see, you're kind of
Yeah.
going like this, but
Yeah.
really there was no
There's
issue.
no reason to do that. So I don't, different chiefs of police are different, and different, it sometimes can be where the chief of police like, yeah, no, we're not going to do this anymore. But I don't.
Oh, so
I
he
don't-
has the
I
control
don't
to say
see-
that or not?
I don't think he has the control, but it's a bigger deal when that starts happening, depending on what's happening. So it really depends on what's going on in
I think it
the
has to
city
do
and
also with like,
all of it.
if it's affecting anything,
Yeah.
having this availability.
Right. It's a casual thing. So until it's, become an issue, then that's a different story, as anything.
And that makes it nice to where when you're walking around different town, of course, you can't walk out of the restaurant with your drink.
Right,
But
no.
they can give you a to-go and put a
Yes.
lid on it.
Yep,
and then
you got
once,
it.
once you walk out, you
Yeah.
can pop the lid and do whatever you want to.
Yeah. It's buying it purchased, you're buying it sealed, and
Right.
then you take it out and you are open container. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then Brew at the Zoo, speaking of all this stuff, Brew at the Zoo tickets they're on sale right now. It's $45 to attend Brew at the Zoo, and it's a fundraiser for the zoo as well. So sipping to support conservation, basically, and support your Central Coast Zoo and all of the wildlife efforts that we're doing. So
You guys are going to have breweries, you're going to have wineries,
Yes.
you're going to have ciders.
we'll have all of it,
And
distilled
then
beverages.
also the zoo inside, they'll be walking around with
Yep,
all
some
the
of the different
animals.
like ambassador animals. Yeah, we'll have there's all kinds of. We have a tenrec, which is looks like a hedgehog, but it's not a hedgehog, and they come from Madagascar, and they're super cool. They have a long little nose, and so we'll come around with the tenrec, and we'll also come around with. I forget he's one of these beautiful lizards, a blue tongue lizard, and its name's escaping me as far as Walter's his name, but the name of the animal itself is escaping me right now. But yeah, there'll be a lot of interaction with the zoo team, and just checking out what's going on at the Central Coast Zoo will be cool. We will have a DJ that'll be doing the dance contests and costume contests and hula hoop contests, which are a lot of fun. We will have Lion Remain, which is a new band that will be opening for the Vibe Setters, and so that'll be exciting to have different bands there. And then we have the Andrew Studley Jazz Trio as well. So there'll be a lot to do for Brew at the Zoo, and we'll have food for purchase, that kind of thing. And yeah,
Awesome.
Yeah.
I saw in the Central Coast Zoo that they're doing some volunteer. You guys have some volunteer programs for
Yes.
kids to get involved and kind of learn
Yes.
how the what do you call that?
So we do zoo camps, and we do older camps for zookeeper, like learning about what zookeepers do, that kind of thing, are ongoing. We have a volunteer program that you can go online and submit for. So always training and teaching and that kind of thing. So yeah, there's lots of availability. We're doing a lot more in the camp area nowadays, and we have a zoo education curator who takes care of all those programs. So yeah, you have to go online and visit us, centralcoastzoo.org.
I noticed, or I remember the change from the Charles Paddocks to the Central Coast Zoo, and it was for marketing and kind of a little bit more branding.
Yes.
Has that been successful?
That has been very successful. We have really casted that net wider, because being a Central Coast Zoo, we have a lot of interest from other cities and places, and doing more with students in other areas too. So it really has helped us with that broader net, if you will, that folks are like, you're a Atascadero, we're not, we won't promote you down here, type of thing. We've gotten a lot more promotion throughout, so it's been really helpful for us as a rebrand, and then also helps too, because you do have to kind of have more of a global brand in order to bring in the fundraising efforts that we're trying to do. And that's really where it's helping us, is the money and the revenue that it takes to operate accredited institution like
Which
our
you guys
zoo.
are one of, what, 300 accredited?
One of 300. We're like 10% of all zoos meet their accreditation standards, and we're one of the 10%. So out of like 3,000 zoos in the country, only like 249 or something like that are accredited, and we're one of them. So there's a lot of things that we do to make sure that we remain accredited, that we're doing all the time, conservation efforts, the whole breeding program between animals that are becoming extinct in other zoos, and how that works. There's a lot behind that 5-acre zoo. You'd be surprised. They keep me running. There's no doubt. So
you guys bring in other animals to populate and breed, and
depending
then
on
they
what
go
it
back?
is, yeah, and depending on what we can do at the zoo, it's all looked at on that part of
Interesting.
life. And that's where Dr. Cynthia would be really, she's just an amazing amount of information that she has and that she brings to the table for the zoo, and really has made the difference. So it's been exciting to be a part of it.
Awesome.
So yeah.
Well, cool. Well, let's take another break, Terry,
Okay.
and we will be right back to the Morning Brew.
When you look at your concrete, do you see what it is or what it could be? This is Matt Gifford at MGP Coatings. We don't just cover concrete, we reimagine it. Stronger, cleaner, brighter, and built to last. From garages to commercial spaces, we turn ordinary slabs into stunning, durable surfaces that make every day feel brand new. Give us a call at 805-952-5301. Check out our new website, mgpcoatings.solutions, or check any of our social medias. MGP Coatings, concrete reimagined.
Hi, I'm Glenn McWilliams.
And I'm Annie. As sixth-generation farmers, we understand what it takes to keep a ranch, a farm, and a community growing strong.
And that's why we started Premier Ag to bring quality feed, trusted Western wear, and real service to the Central Coast.
From hay delivery across the county to hands-on support for local youth and ag programs, we're proud to give back to the community that raised us.
And when we say from seed to stable, we mean it. We've walked the fields, we've fed the animals, and now we're here to serve families just like yours.
Come visit us at 1041 Paso Robles Street in Paso Robles and experience the difference of a store built by farmers for farmers.
From seed to store, where quality meets country.
Hey, welcome back to What's Up North County, guys. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and don't forget to go to whatsupnorthcounty.com. Join our mailing list, so then that way you can check and be a part of all the events that we got coming up, which we've got the PBR coming up August 29th at the Paso Robles Event Center. You don't want to miss this. This is going to be a great time. We've got Brew at the Zoo coming up September 12th at the Central Coast Zoo, and definitely don't want to miss that. And we also have the Creston Classic Rodeo coming up on the 11th and 12th out there in Creston. So it's another local rodeo here. And then, of course, we've got our Central Coast Mechanical Bull Challenge happening right now. We're going to be out there at Cal Coast Brewing tonight and tomorrow night. And then we're going to finish up the tour at Barrel House on Sunday and Monday. And that's your opportunity to win your way into the PBR and potentially that VIP table for 9 right next to the arena, right next to the Bulls. And Terry was telling us how she used to ride the mechanical bulls.
I rode it once. Let's
Terry,
not go
you've
crazy.
got to come out tonight. You've got
Yeah,
to.
no.
You could win.
No.
Why?
No, that was a long time ago.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like you could win it all.
I do want to say, though, shout out to Cal Coast Brewing because they're going to be at Brew at the Zoo. And this will be
Nice.
the first time they'll be at Brew at the Zoo, so I'm excited about that.
We have a lot of breweries in the North County, and it seems like they just keep popping up. And it used to be like the wine, the wine was really exploding.
Exactly.
And then
Wine started it.
Yeah, then the breweries started kind of coming in
Yeah.
and kind of putting twists on the beers. And I know Cal Coast, they have a whole bunch of different beers on tap, and it kind of always changing. They probably coming into their Oktoberfest,
Yes, exactly.
brews
That time
and
of
stuff
year.
like that. So, and there's just a lot of interesting breweries, and who knows, there might be some more coming into town.
Yeah, exactly. You never know. Well, and too, when you were talking about time frame of planning events, September breweries harvest. Yes, that was another thing. Because they run out of beer, and so you'd have to really time an event with making sure they have beer. Same with cider.
Yeah,
It's you got to think of all these things that
Do you
play a
do you
part.
find that like some of these fests, like the more non-alcoholic options, are becoming more of a trend?
Yeah, I mean, they have a following, and so it kind of goes back to demographics and who's interested in going to a beer festival versus a cider festival. But there's a big difference in just those two events, where there's a lot of people that like the cider, maybe healthier. I don't know. The beer is different following, so it just depends, I think, on that. But we always have different beverages available like that at these events, so it's kind of one for all. It helps everybody, enjoy their different thing that they like. So
And
we
Eric,
try and
you
keep it
mentioned
like
that there's a non-alcoholic wine available too, right?
Oh yeah, they have non-alcoholic wines right now. Yeah, they've had it actually for a while.
grape juice.
But yeah, it's basically to me it's just grape juice without without all the fluff on it. So yeah. And Terry, I got to say, I rode the bull.
Yeah.
I rode. When was that, Randy?
That was Monday night at Paso Robles Brewing Company.
And you're still walking.
And I'm still sore.
Yeah.
I'm still.
Yeah,
I have
no.
bruises. I have bruises that I didn't know I could have bruises in, and it's.
Eric, don't be saying that. We're trying to get some people to come out.
No, but it was so much fun. I had such a great time. I got to ride it 3 times that night, and 2 times is probably my deal. So
yeah. I would have to do that where nobody's around, just to make sure.
You know what's funny, Terry, is when we this is now our fifth. This will be our fifth stop, and the first four, it literally took a couple. Like people were like sitting back, they weren't wanting to sign up,
Right.
And then once the sign up started coming in,
Yeah.
and I think maybe a little bit more of the alcohol too.
Oh, totally.
Then then people were a little bit more receptive to it.
Yeah.
But prior
Yeah.
to that, it was like literally like trying to pull teeth.
I would do that in Dallas. I will not do that here.
Why?
Because I don't
Terry,
know anybody.
Listen, if you
It's
got
perfect.
maybe we should have a City of Atascadero officials challenge.
I
The
don't
chamber
know.
against the city.
The chamber against the city.
Well, hold on.
I feel like Jim could do
Oh,
it.
Jim would totally be. Yeah, he would. I mean, yes.
So if you challenge somebody on the chamber, who would you challenge?
I would think let's be more rival between Paso and Atascadero. I'm like taking it.
Oh, you're taking a long ways.
Yeah.
All
Okay,
right.
so we're not challenging each other. We are going outside the box and challenging the neighbors.
Why not?
I was gonna say we should put Josh and Lorelai together.
There you go.
Have them right against
Oh my
each
God.
other.
There you go.
And you and Steven.
Or oh man, I can't think of people's names right now because they just did that. Like Warren Frace and Phil Dunsmore. Like, you got city people too, so
Right.
it'd be kind of fun. You might be onto something.
I think we are onto something because we were
Yeah.
talking about it. I talked to the law enforcement. We
Yeah,
had
law
the chief,
enforcement
we had the
about all the
chief and
badges.
sergeant in a couple weeks ago, and talked to them about doing it. There's a lot of moving pieces to
Yeah.
make it happen so quickly,
Yeah.
but they were totally receptive to having a challenge between like the Atascadero
That'd be
PD
fun.
and the Atascadero Fire Department.
Oh,
So-
that'd be good.
Right, and you just put them together and they get
Yeah.
bragging rights,
Yeah.
amongst the other.
They would totally be into that. That would be hilarious.
But
though,
I like
too.
the Atascadero versus Paso.
Yeah.
So you take your city manager versus Paso's city manager. Okay, you
I'm
take.
gonna get in trouble.
Yeah, we could just sit there and we can
Thanks.
battle them together.
Yeah.
I think that would be great.
There you go. Well, I don't know if that'd be as much fun as involving even more folks, but
No, that would be
no,
way fun.
No, yeah.
People-
Well, it'll be way fun, but
People would come out to see that.
they would.
Yeah, and then you guys have your own bragging rights when you go to your when the Atascadero, Paso, and Templeton collaborate for that one big
Yeah.
mixer of the year.
Yeah.
We can present you buckles.
There you go. I love that. I love the buckle thing, and we'll frame it and put it in our.
There you go. You can get
Atascadero
one of
City
these right
Hall.
here. You get the award.
Yes, I would love that.
Right there.
gonna
Awesome.
get in
So what
trouble,
else we got
thanks.
coming up in Atascadero? We're all
Well,
dialed
we're
in for the next few weeks.
Cruisin' Weekend.
Orange and gray Friday or Thursday night.
Orange and Gray, Cruisin' Weekend, Saturday in the Park Summer Concert Series.
So how many people you think will be at the cruising
Weekend?
on Friday night and then the events on Saturday?
I
mean, what are you guys
The cruise
expecting?
is our biggest event of the year.
Uh-huh.
Like it pulls in thousands of people. It's crazy. I can't even begin to tell you how many. It's at least 10,000 people all in one sitting. It's insane. And then the Mid-State Cruisers Car Show is probably like I don't know. Throughout the day, it's probably a couple thousand people.
And it's gonna be a great weekend
It's gonna be
weather-wise.
beautiful weather-wise. I'm so excited about that. And then Dancing in the Streets is another, throughout the evening, at least 5,000 people come in and out of there. They don't all stay because you have the young kids that come in the beginning, and then you got Molly Ringwald, and so you start ramping up from there with different people and crowds and stuff like that. So, but it's good because it's Sunken Gardens and it allows that number of people there, so you don't feel like it. So
Right.
it's nice.
And you guys usually kick those things off without any major issues or problems,
Yeah.
other than the sprinklers.
Yeah, other
You
than
know,
the
but-
sprinklers, we're pretty good.
I
And
mean, you
we're-
guys have great crowd control.
we have great crowd control, so which is exciting. And I mean, for me, because as an event planner, you don't want to have any kind of issues with that. And our law enforcement team is amazing. So, yeah.
And you
we're in
guys
a
have to
good
probably
place.
bring them on board as you guys are preparing these ideas that you guys have at
yeah.
the table and say, hey,
Yeah.
what do you guys think?
Police department, fire department, public works, you name it. It takes everybody. It's not just community services that does this. This is the whole city. This is everyone involved in it. So
Is there anything that you guys are like looking at for future wise that you haven't been able to launch yet, but you really have your sights on?
Right. I'm always thinking of things. That doesn't mean they always come to fruition. But we are also working with a new event organizer that has a major event that they are looking to bring in. And so those events, like En Fuego events, Andres, we bring them in front of the tourism board to talk about what they're doing and what that looks like. And then we usually, city will sponsor, them to be at wherever venue that they're going to be at, because we want to bring events into our town for our community as well as for our people visiting the area. So it all goes hand in hand, and we work real well together that way. So we're always thinking of events, and I'm always open to people's suggestions too. So even the cruise night route right now, we're doing a new route, and if it doesn't work, we'll go back to the drawing board and look at what we need to do differently and tweak it and whatever we got to do to make it right. So we want to make sure things are always doing better than they were and always improving in our own events that we have now that are sustainable events. So we're always looking at, like Tamale Festival. Do we want to add tequila? Tamale and Tequila Festival. I don't know.
I'm going to put my suggestion in. Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. Because Avila Beach used to have Tequila Fest.
I know.
And that was absolutely fun. Then COVID hit.
Yes.
And then I think they had one more after COVID because people had already sold. They had already sold the tickets for that.
Yeah. I went
that
through
final
that.
one. And then the second one wasn't nearly as good as the first one. And then it just kind of faded away.
There. Yeah.
But tequila, I would say yes.
Yeah, and that's something that we want to, if we're going to do it, we got to do it the best we can. So, but it's one of those things where it is percolating, and to talk more about it and what would that look like, and how can we pull that off the right way. And it sometimes takes other folks to help us with that, because we're doing a lot with our little team, and you
guys do great.
Small and mighty.
Yeah.
So it's anyway, but we'll see.
Yeah, you guys do great. And people can go to visit Atascadero.
Yes, visit Atascadero.com
and
click on events, and you can see all the things that we have going on. Atascadero.org if you're interested in general plan or anything that's coming into town, or the tourism board agenda or city council agenda or whatever, on Atascadero.org. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Well, let's take a break, and we will be right back to the Morning Brew.
Your home is your castle. It keeps you safe when the weather's rough. But if you're not taking care of your roof, things could get a little wild. 1776 Roofing with RoofMax will fix up the rough spots, treat the shingles, and give it years more life at a fraction of what a new roof costs. At TLC, your roof needs now. Call 805-900-1776.
Hi, this is Dave Story, small game hunter with Story Termite and Pest. We're a full-service termite and pest control company. From rodents to termites, we can take care of all your pest control needs. Call today. We can tailor a pest control program that will meet your needs and budget. Contact us at 805-460-0650 or at storytermite.com. Remember, we don't have customers, we have friends.
Hey, welcome back to What's Up North County, guys. Thanks again for tuning in, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Go to whatsupnorthcounty.com and join the mailing list. Don't forget, we've got Cruisin' Night happening Friday night in Atascadero, and then we've got the car show in Atascadero Lake Park on Saturday, and Dancing in the Streets on Saturday night. Terry Banish with Atascadero. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, a lot of stuff going on. You
Yes.
guys are now ready to move and shake for the rest of the year.
We are.
Awesome.
Big time.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Orange and Gray on Thursday night. Atascadero kicks off with their football game against Delano.
Yep, you got it.
And so come down
Good
to the
job.
Atascadero, wear your orange and gray into some specific
discounts.
restaurants and get discounts.
Yeah, a lot of them are offering the 10%. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, cool. Well, thanks for coming in. We
Thank you for
appreciate
having
you.
me.
Appreciate everything you guys are doing there in Atascadero
Thank
too.
you.
So it's really fun.
Thank you.
We enjoy going down there and participating.
We love having you.
Awesome. Well,
So.
thank you so much. Well, there you have it, guys. Hey, make sure you don't forget, we've got the Mechanical Bull Challenge happening tonight at Calco's Brew. We'll be there tonight and tomorrow night, and then we finish it up at Barrel House on Sunday and Monday night. And don't forget, you got Brew at the Zoo coming September 12th, and we also have the Central Coast PBR coming August 29th at the Paso Robles Event Center. And don't forget, you got the Creston Classic Rodeo kicking off September 11th and 12th out there in Creston. So we've got a lot of stuff happening here in the North County. Hopefully we'll see you there. But as always, guys, we can't do this without you and our sponsors. We'd like to thank Escalar Wine, Wine Travelers Hideaway. Visit Atascadero, 805 Customs, MGP Coatings, 1776 Roofing and Gutter, Premier Ag, Trailer Barns, Story Termite Pest Control, Borehone Auto Center, Kennedy Club Fitness, Angela Hicks and Port Photography, Airflow Filter Services, Atascadero Chamber, and Templeton Heating and Air. Thanks again, guys. See you next time. That's it.
When you look at your concrete, do you see what it is or what it could be? This is Matt Gifford at MGP Coatings. We don't just cover concrete, we reimagine it. Stronger, cleaner, brighter, and built to last. From garages to commercial spaces, we turn ordinary slabs into stunning, durable surfaces that make every day feel brand new. Give us a call at 805-952-5301. Check out our new website, mgpcoatings.solutions, or check any of our social medias. MGP Coatings, concrete reimagined.
It's time to play, come stay at the Hideaway. Wine Travelers Hideaway. In wine country you'll stay at the Wine Travelers Hideaway. Book today, enjoy your stay at the Wine Travelers Hideaway.
My name is Jennifer Borhone Wescombe.
And I'm Haley Wescombe from Borhone Auto Center. Borhone Auto Center is a family-owned and operated GMC dealership. We are your go-to dealership for quality vehicles. With a vast inventory and personalized service, we are here to make your purchase seamless.
Whether it's a luxurious Yukon or a rugged Sierra, we have the perfect ride for you. Come see us today to experience the Borhone family difference. We are located on the corner of Highway 46 East and Golden Hill Road in Paso Robles.
Atascadero isn't your standard getaway. We're unique, just like you. We're growing, transforming, and figuring it out as we go. We're a town filled with innovators, artists, makers, and game changers. We're a little bit country, a little bit funky, and always authentic. We're here for your good times, your slow times, and your changing times. We're all in Atascadero. Come see for yourself. Learn more at visitatascadero.com.
Airflow filter service serving the North County for all your automotive needs. Air filters, oil filters, batteries, and more. Airflow is the store located at 1140 Ramada Drive in Paso Robles. If you pass the railroad tracks, you've gone too far.
Your home is your castle. It keeps you safe when the weather's rough. But if you're not taking care of your roof, things could get a little wild. 1776 Roofing with RoofMax will fix up the rough spots, treat the shingles, and give it years more life at a fraction of what a new roof costs. At TLC, your roof needs now. Call 805-900-1776.
When it comes to comfort, trust the team that's been keeping the North County homes cozy since 1995. At Templeton Heating and Air Conditioning, they're your hometown pros right here in Templeton. From tune-ups to repairs, remodels to new construction, even duct replacements and attic ventilation, they got you covered. Call your neighbors at 805-434-4600 3741. Templeton Heating and Air Conditioning. Local, trusted, dependable.
Hi, I'm Glenn McWilliams.
And I'm Annie. As sixth-generation farmers, we understand what it takes to keep a ranch, a farm, and a community growing strong.
And that's why we started Premier Ag to bring quality feed, trusted Western wear, and real service to the Central Coast.
From hay delivery across the county to hands-on support for local youth and ag programs, we're proud to give back to the community that raised us.
And when we say from seed to stable, we mean it. We've walked the fields, we've fed the animals, and now we're here to serve families just like yours.
Come visit us at 1041 Paso Robles Street in Paso Robles and experience the difference of a store built by farmers for farmers.
From seed to store, where quality meets country.
Hi, this is Dave Story, small game hunter with Story Termite and Pest. We're a full-service termite and pest control company. From rodents to termites, we can take care of all your pest control needs. Call today, we can tailor a pest control program that will meet your needs and budget. Contact us at 805-460-0650 or at storytermite.com. Remember, we don't have customers, we have friends.
Shirts, hats, hoodies, and more. Your hometown custom apparel store. 805 Customs. 805 Customs. 805 Customs. Where freedom never goes out of style.
Looking to grow your business strong. The Atascadero Chamber is where you belong. Networking events and community pride, helping local businesses thrive.